Welcome to Easy Digital Filing. In this video we show you how to create and submit a CT600 Corporation Tax return. This is a follow-on video from the first video where we created the micro company accounts that are IXBRLs tagged and will accompany the CT600 submission. So if you have not watched that video, it may be worth doing so. In the filings blotter you'll see the CT600 Corporation Tax return. You open it by clicking on it. The CT600 has a number of sections: the company information, the return information, tax calculation, declaration, and supplementary sections, which include a range of other sections from capital allowances to directors' loans. If you need to add any of these, click on those and you can add whatever sections you need to. In the company information section, going back to, check the company name, registration number and unique tax reference number here, which is a 10-digit number. In the HMRC gateway credentials, add the user ID and password. You also need to make sure that your HMRC filing credentials for this company have the CT600 role added. If you don't, you can add those through the HMRC website. Moving on to the return information. The accounting period start and end date are set here. Please note a CT600 can only be 12 months in duration. If you have an extended accounting period, then you will need to create two CT600s, one for the first 12 months and one for the balance. The tax calculation is accessed here. We've pre-populated again with representative numbers. You enter your total turnover from trade, your operating costs, any capital allowances you have. Your trading profit will be auto-calculated. Any other income needs to go here. And your total tax calculated will be calculated in real time as you enter your figures. If you need to access any of these items, just do so by clicking on the calculator button. For example, the capital allowances, you can add items from the previous year here, or you can add items for the accounting period here. In most instances, the annual investment allowance will be set to 100%, but you can change that if necessary. If you have made any disposal to capital allowances, you add them here. Once you've made any adjustments to your corporation tax income and expenditures, and you're sure that your amounts are correct, then move on to the declaration. In the declaration section, as mentioned, you will need to include IXBRL accounts. Attach them here by setting box 80 to yes, set box 85 to no, and in the 91A accompany accounts, make sure that they're selected here. If not, you can drop down a drop-down menu and select. Make sure the person's name declaring the return is set and their position within the company. Once you're ready to file, click Ready to File. Note if you have any errors here, resolve those first. It's an idea to check over your computations. These are your tax calculations which are presented to HMRC and are also IXBRL tagged. You can also look at the legacy CT600 form. The CT600 is now a digitized structure and this form is only for information purposes only. In either case, you can print out or download the files if required. Once ready to file and once you've paid, you'll see a filing submission button here. Click on the filing submission button, review the return and click Submit Filing to HMRC. The submission process can typically take between 10 and 2 minutes, but sometimes in busy periods, example at the end of the month, it can take either 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Anytime, we will always email you when your submission process is complete and you can go in and find out if your submission was successful or rejected. If your filing has been successful, you'll receive a successful box and also your IR mark, which is your unique digital ID returned from HMRC, which is your evidence that you have made the submission. We strongly recommend that you download your filing artifacts, which include your digital receipt, for your own reference. If your filing had been rejected, in this instance it was successful, then this box would contain the errors and reasons why your submission was successful. Most of these errors are relatively straightforward and can be resolved. If you have any problems, then contact the support. You have now made a submission to HMRC for a CT600. Thank you for watching.